In an industry where horror movies consist of scary-looking ghosts or a masked maniac running around cutting people in half, John Krasinski introduced us to a new and different kind of horror with his 2018 directed film, A Quiet Place. After its critical and commercial success, we finally got a sequel in 2021 where we explored more on the deadly dystopia that the first movie has set. In today's video, we're going to talk about the much anticipated horror movie, A Quiet Place Part 2. What's up, all you showmen and showwomen around the world? Welcome to another edition of ShowmaNation. If you're new to this channel, then make sure to hit the subscribe button with the bell icon and make sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram by clicking on the links in the description box so that you guys get regular updates about the channel and about my videos. Now that we have gotten that out of the way, let's get right down to business. A Quiet Place Part 2 is a horror thriller movie that came out in May of 2021. Both the critics and the audience loved the movie so much that it became the highest-grossing film in the United States while also being one of the highest-grossing films in the world. The sequel is also directed by our very own John Krasinski, who is best known for starring in the best comedy show of all time, The Office. The main characters from the first movie reprises their role, while we also see some valuable additions to the franchise in Cillian Murphy, who's best known for starring in the BBC crime drama series Peaky Blinders, and Djimon Hounsou, who's best known for starring in many Oscar-nominated films such as Gladiator, Blood Diamond, and many more. The movie starts with a flashback scene where we see the Abbott family enjoy a baseball game when a flaming object hurtles towards the earth. Out comes the hostile alien creatures who wreak havoc all around the city. We then get fast-forwarded to the present timeline where the first movie ends, where we see the Abbott family finally find a way to kill those alien creatures with the help of sound frequency. We see them searching for other survivors, and in their quest, they come across an old friend named Emmett, played by Cillian Murphy, and we see that he's a recluse and the sole survivor of his family. He reluctantly takes them to his bunker, where we then see the Abbott family, now with their newfound knowledge, work with Emmett to fight and survive in this post-apocalyptic dystopia. Now, for all you guys who have no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry guys, your boy's got you. A Quiet Place is basically a movie that is set in a post-apocalyptic universe where aliens have taken over the world and have killed pretty much the entire Earth's population. They're extremely fast but blind, but their lack of vision is more than made up by their acute sense of hearing. They'll basically hear you fart and come to your house and kill you in your sleep. Now that was basically a little summary about the film, and now if I have to point out all the positives of the film, then I'll start with acting. What makes this movie such a fun and entertaining watch is the acting. Now I would say that the script of the film wasn't as strong as suit, but the acting takes it to a whole new level. Emily Blunt, who is best known for her movies such as The Edge of Tomorrow, The Adjustment Bureau, or Mary Poppins, does a great job in her role as a survivalist mother who would go through any lengths just to make sure her kids are safe. While in the first movie we see her take a backseat while her husband, Lee Abbott, do all the heavy lifting, in the second movie we see the more resilient side of her as she fights all these scary looking aliens all by herself. Millicent Simmonds does a good job in her role as Regan Abbott, as we see her character develop from a more stubborn and annoying teenager to someone who would do anything and everything to make sure that everybody's safe. The MVP of this movie is undoubtedly Cillian Murphy. His addition to this movie was just a masterstroke, as he kills it in his role of a dejected, cynical, reclusive survivor who lost everything that is dear to him. Kind of like Joel from the hit video game The Last of Us, although there were instances where his inner Thomas Shelby came out. His chemistry on screen with all the other actors was just beautiful to watch, especially his scenes with Millicent Simmonds, as guys, I swear, there were instances where I thought I was watching Joel and Ellie from the game The Last of Us and not Emmett and Regan. Number 2, suspense and pacing. John Krasinski does a great job as a director yet again, as he was able to keep the movie entertaining and fun to watch throughout. The pacing of the film was just perfect, and there was never a dull moment throughout the movie, and he kept the audience guessing and at the edge of their seat till the very last minute. Now that was all the positives of the film, and now if I have to point out all the negatives, then I'll start with sheer stupidity. Okay, Where do I begin with this? Some of the characters of this movie were just painfully stupid, and they will annoy you with their decisions throughout the whole movie. Like, for example, in the first movie, the eldest daughter, the deaf daughter, Regan, played by Millicent Simmons, she was undoubtedly the most annoying of them all. But in the second movie, her younger brother takes her place, and guys, oh my god, I think he was even more frustrating than her, because it was just painful to watch at times. Then besides that, there will be some events throughout the movie that just won't make any sense. Like, for example, there will be one character, I'm not gonna say who, but you guys would think that they will have a major role in the whole movie, but they're just gonna get killed very abruptly, and it'll make you question the whole character's existence in the first place. Then there will be a group of characters that just get introduced literally from out of nowhere, and there will be no explanation behind what the motivations behind their actions were, and soon after that, you'll see them get killed again very abruptly. Number 2, plot holes and rushed ending. Now guys, just like the first movie, this one also has a lot of plot holes. Like, I feel that the flashback scene was very rushed, and I feel that they should have expanded more on it, because they do leave quite a few questions unanswered. Like, for example, Lee Abbott, who's played by John Krasinski, they show that he knew from the get-go that these creatures are sensitive to sound. So, which begs the question, like, how did he know that? Then besides that, how on earth do you raise a baby in the midst of an invasion by aliens who can hear a pin drop? The ending of the movie was a bit abrupt, just like the first one, although the second one does feel a bit more rushed, because here they completely sideline some characters and leave us audience to connect the dots. While in the first one, they solely focus on a specific set of people, which is why it didn't feel as rushed or abrupt as the second one. Overall, I'm gonna give this movie a solid 7 out of 10, and I would say that while the movie was not as good or as groundbreaking as its predecessor, it still has some really powerful performances by all the actors involved, especially Cillian Murphy, and it does a good job in expanding on the post-apocalyptic world by introducing some new characters and new dynamics that leaves the door open for a potential third movie. Having said that, the movie does have a lot of plot holes, which again, you can easily ignore if you took the movie for what it is, which is with a pinch of salt. To all you guys who stuck by throughout this video, I just want to say thank you very much guys, and I really appreciate it. If you guys like this video, then please like and share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting the bell icon, because I'm gonna upload new videos every week, and I would love it if you guys are a part of this nation. Until next time, bye for now.